he's a Dockelfar. No surprise there. Seen a lot of them, though not usually in this good a shape.
All right then. Make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name him, I think we're done. Put him with the others.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
over. Run!
Scatter, children of dust! Scatter before the might of the Tuatha!
Stay away!
No child of dust shall escape.
Help! Anybody!
You! Up there! Please help me! Please!
Where is that gnome? More mortal scum? No matter. You'll all die.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, Wait. I've seen you before. On the slab. You were dead. It worked. By the tome, it worked. You're alive. You died. I don't know how or even where. But your body was remade in the Well of Souls, and somehow it worked. The well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you to Professor Hughes right away. He'll have questions for you. Professor Formorus Hughes, the Well of Souls is his life's work. The Tuatha are coming into the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them to the top. Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going! Oh, my. You don't know? Perhaps the process damaged your memory. They are the Tuatha Deon, the enemy of all the young races. We've never seen them this far inland. Not even during the invasion. I don't know why they're here. I wish I could tell you more. You showed no signs of life when we removed your new body from the well's waters. We just put it in the furnace room with the others. We would have never done that if we knew. The Well of Souls is just ahead. You'll see. And it works. It restored you to life. There will be plenty of time to explain later. We've got to get going. He'll be in his study on the ground floor of the tower. At least, I hope he's there. And safe. Let me get this. Right this way. You go first. I bet you're still groggy, but just keep moving. Move! Move! This is what they're after. Our greatest invention. The Well of Souls. Imagine an end to war. An end to death. We need to get you to Professor Hughes. Move! Move! Storerooms. See if you can find anything useful. Wait! Do you hear something? More to offer! Need more than just that sword. That one had a bow. Get it? that longbow's bound to be useful. Move! Move! Archers up ahead. Best shoot them before they see us. It's over. Go, go! Come on! There's no time to waste! He'll be in his study on the ground floor of the tower. At least, I hope he's there. And safe. Move! Move! We need to get you to Professor Hughes. Move! Move! Daggers are deadly if you catch an enemy unaware. Their speed more than makes up for their size. More up ahead. If you can sneak up on them with your daggers, you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly.
Look at the mortal vermin scatter.
Cave blossoms only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems. Incredible! What are you? completely covered the tunnel. Maybe you can use that staff to burn a path through. Not more spiders! Burn them! Burn them! Them.
It's get alive! Who's this?
That's what I intend to find out. He came out of the well.
What? Then he'd better get inside to see the old man. Quick, before those twatha make another push.
This is where we part ways. But take whatever you want from this armory. We might have a few things that would fit you. Just make sure you get to Hughes. We can hold off the Tuatha here. We can't risk you getting killed. You're proof that the well can work. Don't you realize what that means? Just keep going past the top of the well. Hughes will be there in his study. I'll see you on the outside, if fate wills it.
I've got a lot of wounded gnomes to take care of. The well brought you back, huh? The rest of us aren't that lucky.
Leather arm. Is thin, but will give you the speed to reach an enemy's boat. Simple clock. Or frees your body and mind. That's why mages prefer it. Plate armor. Nothing protects quite like layers of impervious metal.
I never believed the world would work. Maybe it would be best if it never did.
You've made it, and look at you, even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me, you must be terribly confused by all of this. I am Fomerus Hughes, and this is my laboratory at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing, the Well of Souls, the pursuit of immortality. And you're my first success. If we only had the time, there's so much we might learn from one another. You don't know. They're called the Tuatha. They were once Fey folk of the Winter Court, but they've been twisted by their Lord Gadflow. But how could they have found us out here? We're miles away from the front lines. The war has never touched Dalentarth. And why attack the well? The Fey are complicated. I could write 10 volumes on the effects of immortality on the pseudo-feudal court system alone. I am Fomerus Hughes, Scholar of Vivification Prime Circle. We're standing above my life's work, the Well of Souls. There's so much to learn about you, though. I imagine it's all a bit muddled. A side effect of the prismere? Shape of the basin? No. If only we had more time. I wish I could tell you more, but your death is a mystery to me as well. It seems that your memory died with your body. You see, the well is designed to capture the soul of someone recently deceased, recreating their physical form within its waters. Simple, really. Your rebirth is the first we might truly call a success. There have been others, but the results weren't quite right. Too much to explain right now. The Tuatha have come to stop my work, but I don't believe they know about you. Not yet. What's important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved here. I may not be able to save the well, but I can ensure that its only success is safe. We're in the Feylands, miles away from the front lines. I thought we were safe enough from the war, but it seems some of the Tuatha found their way here anyway. Absolutely not. I've got my notes, but it's most important that you stay safe. It's just that you're... Wait, where are you going?
Fascinating. Simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow...
Yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what... Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have breached the lab! They're inside the lab!
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly! Follow the path to the town of Gorham. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive!
You brute! Tear this tower apart!
Told them we needed more guards.
Another survivor? But I've never seen you in the tower. Were you one of the Professor's assistants in the downstairs projects? Did he escape with you? That sounds like him. Professor Hughes was very thoughtful. I mean, he is very thoughtful. I'm sure he found a way to get out. He must have! Alistair is remote enough that we don't get a lot of visitors. And with our research, fewer visitors means fewer questions. We all knew Fomerus was a genius, but I'll admit, even I had my doubts about him being able to bring the dead back to life. Guess the Tuatha weren't very pleased that it worked. Brilliant idea, the Well of Souls. Plucks dead people out of the ether, rebuilds their body, and brings them back to life. At least that's what it was supposed to do. Guess we'll never know if it worked now. Oh, you mean Agarth? He visits Hughes every once in a while. I never could figure out why they got along. He's friendly enough, if a bit odd. You should be able to find him in Gorham, just down the road, past the ruins. You can't miss it. I just don't understand the Tuatha. I mean, most Fae aren't violent. The wild ones can be, but no more than any forest animal. But the Tuatha are some sort of cult among the Winter Fae. Before they invaded Erethel, no one could have imagined the Fae ever marching to war. We should be safe here, at least a little longer.
I saw you fighting there. We could have used more of you. Did they really have a troll? I don't know how the Tuatha found us, but if they had a troll, it couldn't have been an accident. Fate was kind to collapse that doorway behind you, or they would have chased us into the glade. We started building here when they found Prismeer in the mines nearby. Never thought we'd see Tuatha this far out west, though. Hughes ran off, you say? I wouldn't worry too much. The old man's... The well was incredible. But it took armloads of Prismeer crystals. They even put in a few tunnels to deliver the crystals directly into the... Looks like I was right. Again. Fate weavers? Ah, charlatans. You swears by them. But I'll be damned if I trust my... They're technically a type of wild fae. Really dangerous enough in the wild. The Tuatha also use them. Good luck out there.
Thank Matharu. Another survivor. Are there any more? I suppose that's a little bit of kindness from fate. May those still trapped inside. This was supposed to be a nice isolated grove. So much for that. Fomerus Hughes was one of the greatest minds of our generation. The Well of Souls was a dream that was... The well was a beautiful dream. An end to death. A cure to... We should have known it was too good to exist. Now our friends have paid the price. You don't see many Fate Weavers nowadays, but they were very popular when I was a girl. But these days, you're lucky if you can find a single Fate Weaver in a big city. Most have been run out of town. Who knows why the Tuatha hate mortals? Who knows why the Fae do harm? Stay safe. We'll be moving soon.
You! I remember you. You're the one? How did you come back? How did you find me here?
No, I had no idea anything like that.
The Well of Souls is bigger than one gnome's pet project. My employer pays for information about its progress.
I never wanted anyone to get hurt.
I promise you, if I knew who it was, I'd tell you. Sharing research is one thing, but academic sabotage is a crime.
I don't have...
Okay, here. It's all I've got, plus what I got paid for the information.
I don't want any part of this. I'm going home to Odessa.
Good riddance to Hughes and his damn well.
This sort of thing never happened in Odessa.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old Fate Weaver, eh? Fate Weavers look at the great tapestry of fate. The threads will tell us how a life will unfold. But knowing the future and being able to change it are two very different things. Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. What a shame. He's probably dead by now. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work. But Hughes's success, he took it pretty well, honestly. Although we did a lot of drinking after that. You really don't know. A Fate Weaver taps into the threads of fate and channels that energy. The cards are unique to each Fate Weaver, since we all see the weave differently. I suppose I could spare a little help in memory of Hughes, or in celebration of his success. You're the one. Then that means the cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man. Prepare yourself. They're...
Jostling must be slain. For the mountain god!
What? How? What are you? The threads of fate. I've seen them before, but I've never... You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that? Hughes may have brought you back to life, but that was still part of fate's... Come here. I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still... I promise not to tell you if I see your death. It's a gift. Some people paint landscapes, other people write poetry. I peer into the weave of fate's tapestry and see people's deaths. That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes. You're nervous. Relax. This is... I'll be seeing your place in the pattern of destiny. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or, at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much... Fate's weave is always hard to see. It's in motion. Hard to make out, but under... This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine. I can see the threads around you, but they're shifting, changing so rapidly. Normally the threads would guide my hand to the cards, and I'd use those cards. So either there's something wrong with me, and there isn't, or there's something very wrong with you. It could mean nothing, or it could mean everything. The world... I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings, but we should consult with Arden. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower. Once I was Agarth the Unyielding, the Blade of Avgrum. I wrestled the Colossus priestess and declined knighthood by the High King of the Fae. But that wasn't enough for me. I joined the Fate Weavers, hoping to find a way to conquer destiny itself. You can find Arden's little cottage in the middle of Yovan. He's a damned good Fate Weaver, but that doesn't make you very popular. Especially not in dark. Hughes was always an odd one, curious and determined as any of his kind, but he always knew what was important. He didn't worry about dying as long as he knew he'd get the well. We are all threads in the tapestry of fate, measured, woven, and cut according to a great plan. Fate, our title always was a bitter lie, since we have no and when a Fate Weaver looks at your place in the weave, we see only the shapes of what you... That's just it. I don't know if you've got one. He lives in a little hut to the east in Yulven. What could this all mean?
Of all the songs in halls of lore, there echoes none more grand than Olane's many feats of might, the pure and lady of the light. She is a knight of golden knot. She is the cure seeker, the conscience of the summer fae. She is the heart of spring, of day.
man, just stand back. The warden can't work when you're crowding so close. Go back to your business. Go on.
If you see a lawstone, touch it. You won't be sorry.
Keep moving. This business doesn't concern you. Unless you're an expert scholar on the Fae, I'd suggest you move along. No reason to be out in the open with the Red Legion about. I don't know if you noticed, but St. Ordwig's mission closed its gate moments before that Fae's body turned up on the road. I don't like what that suggests. Not at all. What are they? I'm not sure, but they've been here for longer than any of us can imagine. They're older than the trees. They have to be. They grew them. Humans and immortals cannot live together in peace, at least not forever. The peace we have with the Summer Court is unnatural. That's my opinion. Bandits, but no ordinary bandits. Surely you've heard of Red the Dead Edward. They say he drinks the blood of his captives. Or perhaps those are just rumors. You should be fine if you stay inside the village. Once you go beyond the boundaries of Gorham, however, your life is in your hands. The brothers of St. Ordwig's are an odd sort, scurrying back and forth across the mission like squirrels gathering nuts. I wonder what goes on behind those closed doors. You might call it a Fae nation, one of two united factions that rule their kind. The Summer Court are not exactly allies, but it's the other Fae, the Winter Court, that has spawned the dreaded Tuatha, a vicious clan of killers who wish to defeat Are you playing a trick on me? We're going on 10 years of the mortals and the Tuatha locked in. Normally, I'd decry the bloodshed, but this is a conflict that we cannot afford to lose. I'd never seen one of them until a day or so ago. It appears that a small group of warriors believe the story's friend. The Tuatha are mad. They have been touched by a dark magic.
I don't care what you race. It's a tragedy whenever anyone... Just look at the poor creature. She's been beaten to the brink of death. The Fae may be strange, but they certainly don't deserve this. We keep a precarious peace with the Court of Summer, one that's tested every day. But we're a good community full of good people. We have our eccentrics, sure, but we work hard and live quietly. That's the best anyone can do these days. Peaceful Fae make up the tribe known as the Court of Summer. They are led by a king in a faraway city. That's about all I know. Little more than rumors and stories from my youth. I've spent most of my life dealing with them, but they aren't like us. Not at the core. Gorham has become a sort of refuge for those settlers who wish to live a life free of Fae. I don't see that lasting. Not with the war. Our fate rests in the hands of a few chosen who fight in the east. You wouldn't even know it in Gorham. We're miles away from the smoke and the screams. I'm the Warden of Gorham, and I've been back from the war for only 6 months and been Warden for less than 2. Now here I am with an injured Fae on my doorstep. I'm a disgrace. I've seen many bandit clans in the Crystal War and back home, but these men are a particular breed. The Red Legion has been a presence in the area for several weeks now. Our people are scared to show their faces after dark. I don't know what the Tuatha would be doing this far from the front lines. It must be something vital to them. They're a wicked breed, though, and I pity the man who meets up with them in these darkened forests. It appears she was attacked with some manner of short blade. Likely people simply stood by as she called for help. No one lifted a finger. Can you imagine? I don't know whether we possess the knowledge to treat such a wound. Frankly, I don't even know if I could save a mortal with such grievous wounds. It's difficult to say. We've been plagued by the Red Legion for days, but it's not their way to go after the... In case you haven't heard, there have been some Tuatha sighting in the woods to the west, so that's also a possibility. It's unlikely. Well, you're the only one. With all the troubles we've suffered in this village, people are weary of adversity. I'm going to suggest something a bit... untraditional. Seek her wisdom. I would do it, but... I am a coward. That's the truth. Perhaps a Fae will know how to... She spends her days in the precipice overlooking the village. She doesn't think we're aware of her presence, but we most certainly are. Hope you stay in town.
What do you want?